Well, you're awesome.
And
I
thank
just wanted
you.
to say
I
that.
love you
And thank you
too.
so much for helping Thea with everything.
Of
Yeah.
course.
I know how much work goes into that type of moderating work. I mean, you know my history. You know what I've done.
I
Organize
learned it from you.
I learned it from
We learned
you.
it together.
Oh my god.
No, but
So
sincerely, I love this community so much, and it was really nice to get to pop in and speak with like you and Square and Soul Bunny. Like,
Turb,
'cause
if you
that's
start streaming on your end, will it cut this off, or do I need to end this and then you?
I think I'm live right now. It says I'm streaming.
Okay, because you should be able to go on all three.
Yeah. It
Because
says
I can
I'm.
only do Turb too.
Yeah. It's streaming on my end right now. I think. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I'll end this stream then, and
Yeah.
then we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Because I'm seeing people. Someone just
So
said hello.
I'll be in the chat.
Yeah. Okay. Love you so much, Arnon. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Of course, I'm gonna hop out. Love you both.
Yeah. We'll catch you.
have a good day.
W's to Adnan. Finally back on Twitch. How has my Twitch chat been?
No, for real, Adnan is good people. I don't know. I appreciate. I just appreciate genuine community and connection, and that's what we find each other. I mean, obviously, you and I have that. We live like for a reason. So
Mm-hmm.
I just. And I think that's the real value of what you're doing here with this organizing is trying to get money for 7th gen because it provides that for so many people. It provides food, it provides shelter, it provides clothing in one of the harshest places on the planet to be homeless, honestly. Like in certain ways. Just because of the weather. Like we live in such a wild climate that like if you're not housed it can be so dangerous.
I think you have to end it and restart it because I ended it and it might have gotten messy
Okay.
with the different streams. I just want to let you know.
Okay. It says that there's 3 people watching right now, though. It says that the people are flooding coming in. Or,
Looks like we're live. I think we're good.
yeah, I think we're good.
Uh
Yeah,
that I think that live ended.
yeah. Okay, okay.
So people will just have to
Yeah, traverse here.
go to the new
But
one.
we'll
There's a
have
new
the,
one now.
yeah, we'll have the Twitch one open too, though. Which is a good thing, and the main channel one all at the same time.
Nice.
Yeah. What's up, Alex? How you doing? Alex Hussey. It did. I just checked. Adnan, the goat. Adnan. Let's go.
Hmm. I think Ahmed's ready, so I should pop out.
Oh, okay.
But say hi to them, and obviously I love you. Have a good rest of the stream, sis.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Of course.
I'll catch you. Waiting for Ahmed. We're so back. We're so back. But shout out to Adnan. Like, shout out to Adnan. Hey.
Hi,
Hey, how are you doing?
how are you? I'm okay. How are you? Long
Um,
time no see.
yeah, yeah. It's been a while. Do you want to do a quick intro?
Yeah, of course. My name is Nasser Sour, and I am Palestinian Sudanese poet who is living now in G Strip after surviving the war of Sudan and also the genocide of Gaza. I think I decided to make it short.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's nice to see you. If y'all don't know, this is Ahmed Sarsor. They've been on the channel multiple times. Um, uh, they're a very talented poet. We've talked about systemic inferences before. We've been on even different streams before. I think the last time was Neil's, right? I mean, sorry, The last time was
I
Swolesomes.
Pins.
Fins, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
That was fun.
It's okay.
But the dono is posted in the chat. If you want to keep up with Ahmed too, because it also helps to stick around and stuff while Ahmed is doing his lives. Uh, so what's what's the day been like?
Um, to be honest, these days I am so overwhelmed and so busy. Like recently, I applied for another grant for like a short film this time. There have been like this BFI, Palestine Film Institute grants for documentaries. And when I reached out to them, they told me that if I am a beginner, like a new to filmmaking, I need to apply for a short film first. And was thinking to change or like maybe change all of my feature length film that Don't Leave Us Behind one to make it into short, but then I felt like it won't be justice to the whole film, so I ended up making a new one, and I can't believe that I made that in 5 days time. It was a hell of a journey, to be honest. It is called What We Fear. It is based on the first prose piece that I wrote in Arabic during the genocide. It was written on the 11th of October of 2023, so only 4 days after the 7th of October. And it revolves around my life with my nephews and my nieces and how the fear and love, those two big emotions, are always walking hand in hand with each other. Because if you fear for those you love, this means that you love them. So love and fear, they are always compatible. Um, so this is the whole idea behind the film. So it has footages of my nephews and even interviews with them when they were hearing bombardments, gunfire, gunshots. They were scared, and I did some interviews with them, and they were like discussing those topics. And you can't imagine like these children what they are going through, you know. So yeah, and also I have been working on my. I did a booklet for an art exhibition in the Netherlands in Amsterdam, and it's been launched on last Friday. We already sold 7 copies so far out of 10. We were afraid that we won't be selling any of the copies, so I am happy that we sold 7 so far, and half of the revenues will be going to the campaign I started, the Project Sarsour, to help the different families that I am supporting here. Most of them are relatives and people that I know personally who come with us from Sudan to Gaza. And this brings us back to the theme of this stream, the Seven Gent Rising. It's about the minorities and the people there, in indigenous people of the land in Canada, who are facing acute hunger and facing starvation, and also the cold in this weather. It is the same struggle that we are facing here in Gaza, and we are trying to help all of these families. It's as the term, like this term, intersectionality, and we are all connected. So we need to show solidarity for all of the people, all the minorities, and we need to claim the land back for the indigenous people, because what's happening there in Canada is the same that is happening here in Gaza, and what has been done by Israel, it is the same that has been done there in Canada, and now Israel is trying to repeat that scenario and claim our land and like evict us from our land.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And I don't know if y'all have been keeping up with the news, because I want to provide some context to that too. Like Trump and a bunch of Western countries have just imposed a reconstruction plan, which would take away a lot of Palestinian autonomy legally, uh, on a constructual basis, right? Like people get contracts, like construction companies get contracts to come in and do this. Weapons companies get contracts to do this, right? This is I guess the military industrial complex and how it works on a global scale. So we also have to do what we can, locally and speak out where we can, disrupt where we can, um, uh, in order to, you know, put that point across. Because at the end of the day, what is a politic if not a verb? You know, if not something that you live, if not something that you treat as as a narrative in your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
And this is exactly
Oh,
relates to what has happened in New York, by the winning of Zohran Mamdani. I don't know if you have heard about this, but it has been like really a big thing for the people in the New York, and even having like not just a Muslim but also from a brown background, and brown roots, to be elected as a mayor for the biggest city in the US. That was a huge thing. And he was not just supporting us here in Gaza, but he was also supporting all the brown and black communities, and also the LGBTQI plus communities all over the city. And he also trying to rebuild the city. I think he was suggesting that he will support all of those who will start their small projects, and also make the transportation free for almost everyone in the city. So these the kind of goals that we should aim for when we are trying to elect anyone to run the states or the city that we are living in. And people all around the world, they should be doing that. Not because Mamdani is from a brown or black background, or because he's a Muslim or something, but because he's doing what's right. And these are the things that people always forget about. Um, the people, not the people, the white people. I am so sorry for calling you out all, but the white people sometimes forget about all of this stuff, and they think they are superior and they have the upper hand over us and over other communities. But this is not the case. We are all human beings, and we are all bleed the same color of blood. So we need to be treated with the same respect and the same dignity that you expect from other people to treat you with.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Ali Cat asked, how can people help collaborate with you and support your poetry book?
Well, I have a Discord community. I believe Odnan already shared my link tree in the chat. I have a Discord community that I started like a year ago now. All thanks to Terp actually, and our mutual friend Renee. We were, I think, on a stream, and we were talking about Arcane, and we mentioned Victor's Nation, and then the name resonated with Ahmed's Nation. The idea, it was all Renee, obviously. So we started that Discord community, and now it is growing. Now we have, I think, 300 and more people joining on a daily basis. We are running the different projects that I am supporting and I am campaigning for. I have the campaign for Rejects or Sword, but also at the same time, we made the zine in the last 3 weeks. We were working on it, and we also work on the short film through on the server, and we are going to work on the feature-length film. I am also trying to spread my poetry through all social media. So my friends, who I consider now family, started all of these accounts only on different social media like Twitter, Substack, Blue Sky, X, and Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Everywhere I am trying to spread, and we are trying to make content out of the streams that I am making, also the poetry that I am reciting, and the footages that I am taking on a daily basis here in Gaza. We are trying to combine all of these, also with the message that I am trying to spread through the world about the solidarity and intersectionality, because I am always talking about Sudan, also not just Gaza. And I'm trying to show the people that we are all connected, because what's happening in Sudan is connected to what's happening in Gaza. Like the war in Sudan is not a civil war. It started between two troops, but one of them was originally militia, who they thought they can redeem themselves, and they fooled the military to take them in, but then they started to make a coup against them. And this is why people are trying to say that this is a civil war, because like they were a part from the military, but this wasn't the case all the time. And this militia, they are already backed by the UAE, and UAE is a friend with Israel, and the UAE is stealing the gold from Sudan on all of the resources, and they are funding Israel by it and the US, which the US then give the money to Israel, and Israel is killing us with those tax money and money that they get from Sudan. So everything is connected. And I was trying to tell people all around about this, and I'm trying to put all of these themes and those ideas and these thoughts and this information into my poetry, and I'm trying to spread it through all social media. So if you are willing to help me, we will find you a spot or something to work with.
And that is important to note. I guess that the interconnectedness of it in a narrative, right? I want to say like the reason why Mom Donnie got elected too is because of everyone, because so much protesters were pushing the wheel to that direction, right? There's a means of social change that happens communally that you got to you know, feed into and fester into as a verb. And when enough people believe in it, change can happen in a type of way. So I want to implore you to take that verb of change to Ahmed's Discord or interact with Ahmed in some way, because you know, Ahmed's been advocating for themselves since the beginning of the genocide that Israel has launched on the Palestinians, and I need y'all to yeah, I just need y'all to keep that in mind when Ahmed is doing like a lot of these poems or when Ahmed is live too, because like you didn't give us like a update. Like, where are you right now? Like, where's
Yeah, I am still stuck in Gaza after surviving the war in Sudan and Gaza, and the genocide of Gaza. The war in Sudan started on the 15th of April of 2023, and at the beginning we thought that we can survive that by staying in Khartoum, the capital. But after 6 weeks, on the 27th of May of 2023, we decided to evacuate Sudan, and we started a journey that lasted for 5 days until we reached our home here in Gaza, because we didn't have any money on us, and the Egyptian authorities were asking for a lot of money to get visa to get into Egypt. It was like 5k US dollars for per person, and we were four of us, so 20k US dollars that we didn't have on us. And when we got here to Gaza on the 1st of June of 2023, we were trying also to get to Egypt with using our Sudanese passports, but they said the Egyptian authorities stopped receiving any Sudanese civilians. So we had to stay and reissue our Palestinian passports and IDs, which is useless, to be honest. No one is like no one is getting any benefit from having the passport, the Palestinian passport, but we had to, so we can enter Egypt as Palestinians. And when we issued that, it was, I think, the end of August or like the mid of September, and I signed my name on Rafah border. Because like also in Gaza, you can't just decide to go out and you will go out that easily. You need to wait in line for your turn to come and then get out of Gaza. So I was waiting, me and my family, for our names to come up and get out of Gaza, and then the 7th of October happened and the borders got closed. Or actually, before the borders got closed and destroyed, they were asking for 15k to 20k per person to get an exit permit from Rafah border. And this money, it was, the rumor has it that it was going to Israeli and some other authorities, Egyptian authorities that I am not sure of, but that was the rumor. And also we didn't have that, because like we didn't have the 20k, so how come we will have the 80k on us to get evacuated from Gaza? And then the border got closed and we got trapped here. And this is when I felt the frustration and my social anxiety and panic disorder kicked in the most, because like I really felt trapped, and I never imagined that I will be stuck here in G-Strip after like 21 years being away from my homeland, which I feel so strange to it. Then I started turning into my writing, like only 5 poems, but this is why I want to make my book and the documentary, because like I have so much content now that I can use and make my book from, and also the documentary. So yeah.
And it's a lot to advocate for yourself under those conditions. So it's like really impressive. I don't know, to do all of that because you're up like really late. Like, what time is it over there?
It is 1:17 a.m.
Yeah, like 1:17 a.m. And this is like, you said you had a bunch of things that you did today too. Like you messaged your schedule there, and I was like, whoa, like there was so
Yeah.
much things you. Yeah, so like, just know like even having Ahmed on here is like a blessing. Every time we see Ahmed, it's a blessing. So be sure to stay in touch with that Discord too, and everything. Someone said, "Oh, I gotta turn my mic up." Someone said, "Hello, Ahmed. Hello, Terb." You also mentioned though that you write poems. Or did you want to do a poem, or are you more so in the conversational
Well,
mood, or
yeah, we can do one because like I feel like advocating for Sudan, and I wrote a poem recently when Al Fashir has fallen, and it was inspired of that event, and I called it Tears of Humanity. Um, there have been a lot of images and footages emerging from Sudan, and the horrifying behind this that these images and these footages were not even shared by civilians. It was shared by those who are committing the crimes, the aggressors, the RSF soldiers, the militia. And they were bragging and laughing on those videos and those footages. And I remember seeing this video of a mother holding her baby girl between her arm. I think the girl is less than 2 years, and next to her there's two kids, like two children from 4 to 6 years, and they were crying, and the mother was crying, and the girl was crying, and you can hear the RCF soldiers shooting bullets in the air and laughing and taunting the mother, and you can see the eyes of the mother like trying to beg them while her tears falling down. But they didn't have any kind of humanity, and they kept laughing and taunting them, and eventually they ended up executing them. So this image kept stuck in my head, and I couldn't get it out. And this is when I wrote this poem on the day that Fajr has fallen, the 29th of October of 2025, and they called it Tears of Humanity. Their shadows stood before them, witnessing the crime they are about to commit. The earth shook beneath them, reminding them, these are humans you are fighting against. As they raised their weapons high, the child started to cry, burying his head into his mother's arms away from the weapon's eye. But their cruelty has known no limits. They killed them in cold blood. A mother and her 3 children have died. They wept in your 4K fancy screen. Their tears implored for their lives. They begged to be spared, to let them survive. They pleaded. They are your brothers and sisters. Believe us, not the racial segregation lies. Lies spread by complicit Arab nations and backed by the Western tech allies. Their eyes roam the skies. Their drones attack unarmed civilians in their shelters made out of hay, prayers, and cries. Al-Fashir has fallen, but it's not the end. Raise your voice. Call for an action to make the RSF bend. Expose their agenda. The devilish, relentless UAE fake friend. Sudan needs you. So speak up. Be vocal. Get your mullahs to ascend. Their terror reign must come to an end. The end.
yeah, I've um I've been feeling a way too about the I guess Sudanese genocide going on right now, because like my family stay in South Sudan, and I guess the generational trauma of like my parents talking about wars and their stories and everything, full like 360ing to a point where like I could see it, like, you know, like on a phone screen is so weird. Like it's so weird. Like it's like odd to like take in that the intergenerational trauma of your people is still going on in a systemic lens, and like you know, even when people aren't talking about Sudan, like the atrocities of Sudan have been going on for decades. You know what I mean? And it's important to know that these systemic inferences, like even the ones in Palestine, haven't happened only in a recent narrative. Like there have been whole social movements behind things like the Sudanese genocide. Like after the Sudanese genocide, the whole USAID program was kind of enacted in order to help the you know, population of Sudan and displaced immigrants. And the way they're just jerking that out now when another genocide is happening shows you how like mask off they are in their extensive fascism. The way they're openingly like signing peace, like fake peace treaties, and like stomping over ceasefires, like the industrial the military industrial street arm of like the West is so relentless in what it will support. You know what I mean? For its exploits of like gold, for capital, for land, and the narratives it will subvert are so insurmountably difficult to even comprehend. You know, like all those stories being lost. You know what I mean? Like if we're seeing this all televised, but imagine if there were phones like, you know, since the 1940s that have captured what all of the Palestinians have been through and what all the Sudanese people have been through. You know what I mean? Like that intergenerational trauma that we think is just like a new thing, you have to realize is not a new thing. And we're just in the advent of like phones, and these people are doing it like willingly in front of you while they're laughing, while they're enjoying it. You know what I mean? It's so and it's so sickening to see. But the way you weave around the subject is very beautiful. Ahmed, I'll say, like those were beautiful words. Those were beautiful words.
Thank you. This actually reminds me of someone who asked me where they can read about the history of Sudan and what's happening in Sudan. And to be honest, I told them that I don't even know, because those things that they want to read about were happening to us. Like I was there when those kind of stuff happened. Like I have seen like firsthand all of these atrocities being committed, and the wars and the uprising and what's happening in the 2019 and 2013, and what's happening before that. And it was so weird for me, for people to ask about such things. Like even when they ask about Palestine or Gaza, like I myself, I didn't even read any books because like we are living this genocide and people have been seeing this on their phones and everything. But it is so weird, to be living this and people read about it. Like it seems so surreal to me. Like you are mentioned in books and people expect to understand what you are facing and what you are living through and what you are going through, words on lines in a book while you are living this. And for someone to come and ask you these questions, you feel like speechless and you don't even have the answer to this, because like me, I am the example, a life example of what's happening to us. Like I am the book that you are asking about, but how can I tell you that?
A lot of people are asking for your Discord, so I'm just trying to post it in the chat
Yeah,
again
yeah.
really quickly.
I would love for people to join my Discord community,
But
because like for a month or two we were being so slow because I have been so occupied with the projects, and we weren't like chatting on the general chat. We were chatting on the mod chat and the project channels, which are private, because like we are sharing sensitive information, sensitive footages that only a few people have access to it. But yeah, we would like
Adnan
to
beat me
have a
to it.
raid.
Yeah, Adnan beat me to it. Adnan already threw it in there. Oh damn! Thank
Uh,
you, Adnan. But
Thank you, Adnan.
yeah. Could do you do you have any other poems that you want to recite? Because we still have a good like 30 minutes. Like we're
Yeah,
still, yeah. Because I would love
yeah,
to hear more. If you want to though, I don't want to
yeah.
push
I
you.
do.
Because
So, and I have a poem that I wrote last year in December. I wrote it on the 28th of December 2024, and it was the second winter during the genocide of Gaza, and this is our third. Um, the poem I call it a second winter because like a lot of people have been talking on social media and trying to capture footages of what the last winter has been for Gazans who were living in shelters and tents when they were soaking and all of the infrastructure was destroyed, so they have to live in tents. And then when the rain came, all of their tents got destroyed, and it was really awful. So people have been sending their pleas to not let that winter be repeated. But then the second winter came, and what happened in the first winter, it actually got repeated. And I remember when there was this famous series that is called Game of Thrones. There was like this last season, I think, when they were saying winter is coming, winter is coming. It was all about advertisement with this line only, with just this line, and people were like, I don't know, so excited about it, and they were like searching all the social media and internet about any footages of the film where they can get any story or like any context of what is coming in winter. But Gazans have been saying winter is coming for like almost 2 months before winter, and while we are going on in genocide, and no one cared, nothing happened. So for me, I made it like parallel to what's happening in Game of Thrones, and it was to the Westerns. It was more important the winter of the Game of Thrones than the winter in Gaza, and this is inspired the poem. But also at that time, there have been like NICU babies who have died out of cold, a nurse that is called Zaharna, and 5 journalists. One of them were expecting his child, and he was like in a press van next to the hospital, and Israel bombed the van and saying that they are terrorists, although the van was marked by the press and TV lines the side, and it was really awful. So I thought this poem, it will capture all of these events happening in winter and how Israel used this, and also with what's happening in the West, and people only focus on what's important to them. So it is called, as I said, a second winter. It's freezing, all of it, freezing. The aid is frozen, told by frozen borders. Your voices spit cold into our cores. We are freezing. Yet the only note we had from you was, it's holiday season. Merry Christmas. We burned every tree we could find to get warmth, to heat the water, to feed the hungry, and to stop these steering winds from coming at us, like they did a year ago. A year, and you are still watching. A second winter. A year, and you're still watching. A second winter. We told you, winter is coming. Yet you only cared about the thrones you sit on. The Game of Thrones winter had more publicity than ours while it wasn't even real. Where is your humanity? Is humanity even real? The Khaleesi you once worshipped and cheered for cared about the innocent you rooted for her as she burned her enemies. Yet you stood by, watching us burn at the hands of our oppressors. You chose to shake hands, seal deals, and promote their agenda as if they were the oppressed, not the aggressors. Slay her dragons, they shouted, yet no one could, except the Dark Lord. He brought winter upon all the land and still had the dignity to show his true colors, or dark and cold. He didn't make allies, he didn't shake hands, he came like a bad dream and took everything in his path. So why are you letting them take some and leave others? Why are you letting them make our hearts literally stop and our voices stutter? From fear, from anger, from the cold. It's freezing, said Dr. Ahmed al-Zaharna. It's freezing, whispered the NICU babies, and as Sila bit her little lips seeking warmth, God sent his guardian angels and took her and them to his side because Allah knew it's freezing. They left us without making a sound, not even a heartbeat, but stood speechless in shock. And you denied it. You sent us brochures on how to survive the cold like it would cure us and bring back the departed souls. Drink your hot beverage. Strengthen the walls of your tent with blankets and cardboards. Lie next to each other, keep your bodies warm. Follow these steps and you will survive the storm. But how could they? How could we? On an empty stomach, like the empty promises of a deal you kept promoting for weeks, months. It's day 448, we are getting thinner, our bodies can't take it anymore, we are getting sicker, our blood can't be any thicker. The song of fire and ice began to play. With fire and ice, a hospital fell as prey, with screams and laughs of two opposing sides. 5 shadows screaming inside a van called Breast. It's freezing. Fire. We are journalists. Scream the souls that burn to ashes while the camera never flashes. On the side that's laughing, the one who steers the robot gears. The echo of their voices, the price of their choices will forever haunt you, reaching out to you, reaching your door, so please do not ignore. Their stories should be honored, not ignored. It has been freezing for more than 7 decades. The cold of your judgments, the frigid disease, the ice cold of your restrictions, the frost of your siege. This is all old news to us. It's been freezing for 76 years and maybe more years. But our day will come. You will all see. From the fueling fire within these frozen souls, the kids will learn. The atrocities committed, the souls they burn. The kids will rise and shake their throne. They will avenge us. They will destroy the dome. The empire will fall. So send out the call. They will be burned. All. With resistance leading, a power unyielding, the kids will win. They will be men and bring victory home. The end.
Huh. I like how the poem told the story of like a I guess a lineage of change to right, like the fact that like these stories don't die, they carry on, for as much as we think like you know, history is dictated by like dominant narratives. There's always going to be a rebellion, there's always going to be a fight back, and I love the energy behind it, and I everyone's throwing like flowers and hearts. Oh, and remember, if you want to help more directly to the link tree is amazing. You said you just there's a bit more people in now. Do you want to say? Do you want to talk about your book again?
The booklet, you mean,
Yeah.
the one we made? And yeah, well, actually, it was a surprise thing. Like we didn't plan for it. Like I got connected with an art curator in the Netherlands, and they were saying that they are going to make an event and they will be reciting poetry and everything. But then they heard that there's an art exhibition that started in Amsterdam in November, running by No Limits Art Castle. It is an LGBTQAI plus community, and they are supporting all different kind of arts, and of course they are supporting Palestine and Palestinian artists. And they agreed to make me join, although they already were closed for applications. So it was really nice of them to do so. And me and my community, we started working on the zine design and everything. There's a lot of people who I connected with, and they made me digital art designs inspired by my poems. There's I think there's a poem that's called Successful Trial, and I got connected with someone from Chile, and they made this beautiful art of a man and a child and a woman where they are laying on the ground, and there's this barbed wire around them in red, because Successful Trial, it was about all of the things that they tried at us, and then they throw at us here in Gaza. They tried like chemicals, they tried cutting the hygienic products, they tried cutting off medicine and food, and they destroyed the hospitals, the schools, and they bombed even people when they were going to bath on the seashores. They killed them and bombed them there. And there's this poem also, Don't Leave Us Behind, that is inspired by my journey from Sudan to Gaza. And I have connected with a friend from the US, and they made me this beautiful art of a tree, children who are standing in front of a street, and their backpacks are filled with roses that are red, and there is like this ponds of blood dripping, and this is from one of the lines of my poem, Don't Leave Us Behind. The backpacks are filled with red roses, drawing a path for me to follow. But yeah, me and community, we were working on this for, I think, almost 2 weeks straight. A lot of people like didn't get any sleep. One of them is me, because there is this time difference between me and the people who are helping me. Most of them are in Canada and the US. And this is a shout out, of course, to Taika, Renee, and Mar, and all the different people who were helping with this, and people who were proofreading the zine and everything. But yeah, I can't believe we managed to do that, and the design is so amazing. And I remember I went to visit my friend Hamza 3 days ago. I was in Gaza City, and their internet was shitty there. But anyways, I went to this library, and I showed the design to someone, and I told them if they can publish it or like print it. And when they were looking at the design, they were so amazed by it, and they were like, "Who made this design? It's so amazing." And I told him like me and my friends, and he was like, well, "What do you study? What did you study?" And when I told him like I am a telecommunication engineer, he was like surprised, because like it was to him a work of art. But yeah, I think I have even the design here if you want to put it on the screen for people to see, because we are trying to work on the big book. We are trying to make it an ebook so it is accessible, but we also want to publish it and print it. But also it will be a similar theme, but it will be having all of the poems, and also with the description of the poem and what inspired the poem to happen, like all of these dialogues and statements and lines that I am saying before I recite the poem, as I always write what inspired the poem, and I'm trying to like document and I like leave it so I can look at it again and people can understand the context behind it, because like sometimes I feel like sometimes I put the words in like some short lines or something, and sometimes people like they don't get why I mentioned this or like why I said that. So when you give the contents of the poem, they will like have more comprehension of the of what inspired the poem and what I am using these lines. But yeah, can you put if I sent you the link, can you put it on screen so people can watch the design or?
Well, you'd have to give me a little bit to set it up, because I'm just on
That's okay.
Discord. But maybe I
It's
could
fine.
stream it through Discord.
You are not streaming from Discord. You are streaming from Discord, as far as I know.
No, like if I pop up a screen and I could share it through the screen.
Yeah,
Right? Like on
maybe
the
you
side.
could.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not that tech savvy about those kind of stuff.
Okay. Send it in the open chat. Send it in the open chat.
The one that we are
Yeah.
on, or like the general chat, you mean?
The one that we're on right now, like just send it in the
Okay.
open chat tab. Yeah, I'll
Done.
I'll get it there.
I am so proud, to be honest, of this zine, and I can't believe that we made it happen in such a short time. And like to be selling 6 out of 10 copies on the first day, it was amazing. And even some people, my friend who are working there with the art exhibition, they told me that there is this famous artist that I didn't even know their name yet. They saw my booklet and they were so amazed by it, and they said that they are going to give me a spot at their table next week or like in the next 2 weeks, because like they're having this art exhibition and they want my work to be next to theirs. So I am so
You
proud
see
of
it,
this.
chat?
And
Is it showing up clearly? I'm just making sure, like they see it. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
we're good. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna
I believe this is
show
the
y'all.
cover that we are looking at, and it was made by Taika.
Hmm. Oh, and you got your wow, wow.
Which page are you at? Okay, let me.
I'm just
I
looking
think
at the
I
art
can.
right now. Like, whoa.
Yeah. Mhm.
I love how this is stylized.
Yeah, well, Marlos kept giving us tips. This is my friend in the Netherlands, and they said that it will be better if we kept it like a gray, black, and white. So we
Mm-hmm.
tried to minimize all of the colors, but like some art, like it has the red color, it was obvious. But yeah, it is amazing. And this also an art made my friend Cobra.
Did you see that, chat? Wow. And there's the scan code.
Yeah,
Link
yeah,
code.
that's my link tree because I'm trying to spread everywhere, you know.
Sick. No, I actually really love this design. I'm sorry. I just keep scrolling through it. It looks really good. Okay, anyways, you can
Thank
find that
you.
in your link tree? Your link tree, right?
I didn't post it on my link tree yet, but I am
Okay.
planning on doing that because like some people came forward and they told me that they want to print it and distribute it. And obviously I am on board in this, but I'm trying to figure out how to put that on my link tree without interfering with the art exhibition because like currently they are selling it at a high price because the theme of the exhibition is shopping against the genocide and people like they are buying art, but at the same time, like they are donating their money.
Wait, wait,
So I
wait.
thought maybe what
Sorry, was I just scrolling through it and chat couldn't see? Okay, okay. Give me give me 2 seconds. I'm
they
gonna
are asking
restructure this.
about it again.
Yeah, we're gonna scroll through it again because it's good and they deserve to see it. Okay. I'm changing the setup right now.
No, it's okay. Take your time.
No, 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 no.
I'm I'm glad people are interested in seeing this. I thought people stopped caring about art, you know, and books.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Well, we are in the age of anti-intellectualism, but at the same time, you always gotta create as authentically as possible because when you really think about like art, some people make like one painting or like one video or like one something and they're like the best artist in the world and they only do it like one time. You know what I mean? And it's like we're so fed to believe that as like consumers, right, that you have to see art in order for someone to have worth, right? You have to milk them more and more and more. It's kind of capitalistic, like honestly. And is it it's weird, it's weird. Whatever. I'm saying though, you make good art. You make good art.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Mm. Okay, now it's pulled up. Do y'all like this setup, chat? You could see at the top
Mhm.
there. It's right beside Ahmed.
It's okay. You can cover my face
Nah, nah,
as
no,
long
no.
as they see.
I'm gonna get you up there. Okay, it's right there. Okay, okay. I'm scrolling through it right now. It's called "Don't Leave Us Behind" by Ahmed Sarsour.
Yeah,
Look at
it is
the like
after.
look at it. It looks like the Northern Lights. but it could also it's like coiling. I don't know. I really like the silhouette on the black canvas. It's
Can
really
you
good.
imagine that this is actually a primary sketch of what it was supposed to be? Like that
Yeah,
wasn't like the final design. And when Marlos saw it, she was like amazed by it and said that this should be the cover.
yeah, yeah.
Taika is so
Sick.
talented. They are amazing.
Oh my god. No, it was a good choice though. It was a good choice.
Indeed.
Uh,
Mm.
but as you scroll down, you'll notice like there's a certain theme to the poems, right? On top of the poems, you have like drawings, and that's what I was scrolling through
Yeah.
and seeing. That's what I was amazed by. That's what I was scrolling through, and I was like, "Chad, are you seeing this?" Like maybe I my fault because I forgot to ask you guys if you were seeing it. Like checking to see if you were seeing it. Sorry.
So this is the first poem, the day 196. And this is the second. You need to slow down so they can
Oh,
see the
I
art.
just wanted to. Yeah, I wanted to. Sorry,
Okay, and that's the
I got
third.
excited.
Walls, windows, and a door.
Mm.
This one was made by Alex, the last one. And this, yeah, and this is my friend Haley that I told you about. Don't leave us behind. The last poem. Yeah.
I like this. You know the metaphor of the flower that grows in the what's the metaphor, chat? The flower that grows in the concrete, the flower that grows in the flower that sprouts out of the
I
ah
don't know.
I don't know, like the roses the chat. You have to help me. You have to help me. I'm forgetting. But this is I forget that this is a metaphor of like life still existing in the harshest conditions, uh, which is cool. Who made that? Yeah, it is
Which
concrete.
one?
The flower that grows through the concrete, the one that's on stream right now.
That's a Rose, and actually, this is after my niece Rose. I think you can read the lines that I found a rose that has grown from the rubble, reddish tall with her face facing the sun, wishing for me a happy return.
Oh,
My niece was born during the war, and my sister named her Rose after the martyr Rose of her friend. One of her friends, a doctor, she was martyred with her daughter Rose, and this was in memory of them. So yeah,
mm-hmm. Oh my god.
the next art is made by Billy, one of the students that they are on my Discord community. They are so talented and they are still in college. Can you imagine that? But I love it so much. It was about the palm trees and olive trees, and you can see the lines in between palm trees and olive trees, passed by the leaves with the breeze. So yeah,
Oh my god. I'm so enamored by the art. I love the way this is set up.
thank you.
What's he writing on the wall or on the
Uh,
canvas on the
it's it said revolution until victory.
mm,
Handle you mean, right? Yeah. It
mm.
is in Arabic, and I didn't want to change it. Like I just wanted to keep it, and maybe people will start looking this up or like translating the words. But
Yeah.
obviously, Handala is an art made by Najil Ali, and I believe it's free to use by anyone. He's a Palestinian artist,
Crazy.
Najil Ali.
And then just a description of Ahmed here. Using poetry is both a weapon and a healing tool. If I love that. Oh my god. Is this Rose too?
Uh, I can't see which page you are on. For me, you are still on the Handala page, the last
Oh,
one.
I'm
You need
sorry.
to
I'm on
scroll
page
down.
20.
You need to scroll down for the chat. For me, I don't know.
You want me to scroll up?
Yeah. No, I see it now.
Okay.
Yeah. No, this is not Rose. This was made by my friend Cobra, and to be honest, I forgot which lines we made this because like they made the art and then they donated to me and they told me that I can use it.
Dope.
So we added some lines to it, but I forgot which lines we used. Sorry, but I can look it up.
No, it's okay. And if y'all want to tap in with that, the you said it's gonna be in the link tree soon, or is it already in the
Yes,
in your
yes,
Discord?
yes. It will be. It will be because me and Marlos we talked about making a version available online for people to order and print, or like even to give it to people so they can print it and spread it in their on the protest in their neighborhood with their friends and families. I don't mind. I just want my poetry to spread. To be honest.
And I'll just keep this thing here, right? Like that. You can scan it if you want. I'll just keep it
The
there.
QR.
But anyways, we still have we how much time do you have though? Because like are your resources like limited right now? Like how far can you go?
Yeah, still limited. Yeah, but
Okay.
I can still go for the other seven for the next 7 minutes. I'm fine. Do you
Um
have? I think Elliot is coming after me, right? Did
no, Elliot is something happened with Elliot's partner, so Elliot changed the days. But we're still
uh,
going for a couple more days. So if you wanna, you know what I mean, like there's always openings in the next 4 days, I think. The next 4 days. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I have
Sorry, I'm so
actually.
tired right now. Like I've been on for so long.
I get it to be honest. Like I have a call
Yeah.
tomorrow with a Twitch streamer, and on Saturday I have a class. I didn't even know that I signed up for a class.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to talk about the tax money and what it does to us here in Gaza. But they will also talk about the Mexican history and about Islam and people in Puerto Rico. So yeah, it will be an educational one, and they people are actually sign up online for it. So I will be talking with a class of 40 people, but we will separate into groups, so like 6 or 7 people. They will chat with me, and then they will move to the next station, and it will be like a stations and how we are going to connect like that term intersectionality what you love. We're trying to connect all of these struggles for all different communities and make them like understand that we're all connected and we have all the same background and what's happening for you wherever you are, like us here in Gaza or like in Mexico or Puerto Rico or in Canada as indigenous people, it is happening to other communities with like a not similar but the same occupation and same atrocities and same struggle and oppression. So yeah, I hope it will be a success. It will be my first class, but yeah, I am excited for it.
Mm-hmm. I hope you have like a good time over there. But in the next 5 minutes, do you have like anything you want to say? Any poem? You want to recite like anything? Because the floor is yours
Yeah,
still. Still you still got time.
thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
And by the way, everybody saying W Ahmed and have a great class, Ahmed. Just know that there's also a more direct way of taking action. If you want to click that link tree, join the Discord and stuff too, because being a part of that community goes a long way too, in forms of support. I know because like I wouldn't be anywhere without like y'all. Same way like Ahmed like needs people to rally around him. Same way we rally around 7 Gen, we rally mutual aid for the people that are marginalized. If we say we look after the most marginalized, like, like why are we not? Come on, why are our verbs not like sounding like it? So let's get a couple joins if we can. You know, look at the art. I mean the poetry book if you like the poems. Of course, Adnan linked it in there and like yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like I want to recite the poem that is called Walls, Windows, and a Door. It's already on the poetry book, the booklet that we made.
All right.
But I like it because it's also traced back to winter and the hardships people are struggling these days here in Gaza and also in Canada. And this is the whole idea behind this stream. We are trying to fundraise for the families to cope and get through winter, to find some shelter and maybe secure them some funds to give them shelter and hot meals. The poem Walls, Windows, and a Door, it was inspired by my nephew's arrival. He was born on the 6th of February of 2025 this year, so he's now almost 8 months old. And I wrote it the day after of his birth. My sister Rania, she's living, alhamdulillah, she's living in a house, but it's not fully built, it's not fully structured. So all of the windows and the doors, they are made out of plastic and wood. Hence the title of the poem, Walls, Windows, and a Door. And at this time, in February, and that's Bob Marmot. They're still bombing. I don't know if you have heard, but it happened.
I did hear that,
Yeah, in this period of time, Trump reached out the office. He was elected president of the U.S., and then he mockingly invited Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, to the White House, and they were talking about how they want to migrate all Palestinians and getting us kicked out of our land. And we were struggling with winter and the wind, and the only thing that people were asking for, it was just having a shelter, which is basically walls, windows, and a door. So yeah, I like the barrier between those walls, those words, what Israel and the US was seeing and what we were seeing. Like for them, they wanted to continue the war, and Netanyahu, he had all these 3 goals that he wants to eliminate Hamas. He wants to, as he say, the hostages, get them back, and like get all of the Gazans get out of Gaza. So yeah, the poem is more of a plea for people, and not for people, for Israel and the US and all of those supremacists to leave us alone and let us rebuild and just have the home that we are dreaming of. Walls, windows, and a door. Trump, obviously complicit, hates us as he seeks to immigrate us, and as they plan our evacuation, this forced immigration, they leave us to death in all its forms. As he cynically acknowledges the scenes of death and destruction around our homes, he refuses to say, who's behind this orchestrated play? The devil in front of you all, the sole cause of it in whole. The destruction was never a downfall. He's proud that he kept the war machine rolling. The death kept enrolling as heads kept falling. He smiles with a smirk and eye rolling in disapproval of peace talks presented in the table. Happy with his 3 goals and his war label, ironic, true. But what's more ironic is us being envious of the people who live next door, who have walls, windows, and a door. I hear one saying, as his voice breaks, he asks while tears fall and his heart aches, do you have walls, windows, or a door? Or is it just a tent like mine with lots of pores? Can you host me? My tent is leaking, my kids are freaking, I am freaking, hard to stay peeking as the cold keeps peeking from the shredded plastic that made our fears reeking. My plastic door and windows couldn't hold, can I borrow some plastic to fix them before it gets cold? My body bars are frozen, working in fear to prevent my kids' tear and their souls from falling into this feared by the cold, the glacial thief who keeps on calling. Winter used to be the favorite season in Gaza, with the smell of baking goods, hot beverages on the seashores of livelihoods, and the warmth of fire camps that hosted at every chance with barbecues, happiness and joy in all avenues. Now, these same shores are the lone source of despair, a daily life we have beyond repair. We used to rush to our homes when we felt the cold and the fun was done and the night was cold. Now there is no place to rush to, as the children cry and the parents weep when tents start to fly to the soul with the souls to the heavens deep. Winter is no longer a friend. Cold is no longer fun to play pretend. Campfires only tire our exhausted bodies that long to retire, and as ironic as that sounds, we only need walls, windows, and a door. That's all we ask for. So invest in giving us homes. Don't send us away. We have already lost too much up till today, so let us stay on the land that holds our loved ones in its belly, and where all of our memories lie buried under its rubble and houses that are chilly. We don't ask for too much for you to ignore, just walls, windows, and a door. The end.
I love the idea of like what Violet said in the chat too, like winter was beautiful, and how like colonial entities like strip familiarity from even like the seasons. The way you encaptured it in your art is like amazing, I gotta say. And one more time, we gotta throw it up one more time. If you want to see all of those amazing poems, because you can print them out. Keep in touch with the Discord because it's gonna be on his link tree very soon. Um, uh, and I also have to say, like, before you go to, I'm wishing you like a lot of love and strength, like the next like
Thank you.
couple days, or if you're free. Sorry, I'm so tired, but the next couple days,
It's
if you're
okay.
free, please make sure to tap in and at like Adnan or me or something, so I could put you on the schedule if you want.
I
So can we
will.
get
I
some
will.
more hearts for Ahmed? More hearts for Ahmed. This has been really fun. Thank you for hopping on. It's
Thank
really,
you. Thank you for having me.
yeah, it's always nice just hearing you recite poetry. I could do that for like 2 hours. I'm like, how much longer do you have?
Well, it's already 2 a.m. here, so
Yeah,
I started to sleep a bit early these days. So yeah,
yeah.
I don't
Okay.
think, yeah.
We
But
let you.
thank
Do
you
you
for
want to do a
having
quick
me.
like outro? Sorry, sorry.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah,
I thank you for having me and for always giving me a platform to share my art on, and for always speaking and being vocal about what's happening in Sudan and in Gaza and helping all the indigenous communities. And thank you, chat, and everyone who has tapped in, and for those who were sharing and joining my community. I welcome you all and thank you for encouraging me to do my art and for my community family members. I thank you for everything that you have done to me and still doing and still standing by my side. So much love to you, Terb, and your community and my community and everyone who's watching. And I will see you in the next live. Bye.
yeah. It's always love. It's always love. Yeah, I'll catch you.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, I always love talking now, man. Oh my God, that's one of the kindest souls. That's one of the kindest souls. Sorry, that's one of the kindest souls I have ever met. But anyways, now y'all are stuck with me again. Now y'all are stuck with me again. I also had to say that we've gotten so far in the damn donation link. We gotta check and we gotta see if we gotta spin the wheel or anything. Cause oh my God, I think we passed 100 a couple times. Let me throw this in here. I pull this down. Right. Let's see what we're at. Cause this is still for 7th Gen Rising, you know what I'm saying? 376 supporters. Whoa. Whoa, someone just sent 50. Wow, an anonymous 50 USD. Alexia Filippo. Oh my god, I'm recognizing that name. That's how much you donated. I'm recognizing that name now. Thank you so much for donating again. I think this is like the third time. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like usually I have a good eye for like remembering names because I'm like, oh my god, this person's a repeat. Thank you so much. And an anonymous, another anonymous 5, Rachel while we were streaming 5, another 35, a 10, a 15, and Caro for 25. I think that was all while we were doing our little escapade. But we passed 25K. We passed 25K. Chat, we're halfway there. We're halfway there. Chat. Chat, we're halfway there. It's been a long time coming. Oh my god, 25K. I would have never thought that we would get to this mark when we were ever doing something like this. Like this is wild. Dude, we're halfway there. For community. Let's go. Like look at that. It's outdated. I only had this up 2 days ago. It's already 4K outdated. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god. Bell's wrong. Y'all have done amazing. Y'all have done amazing. I've loved every second of this. Community rah, community rah, community rah, community rah. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. But anyways, this is for 7th Gen, which is a local kitchen and org that serves the most marginalized over here. You know what I'm saying? So every dollar goes to them. We don't get any money. We don't get any money. Thank y'all for chilling here for as long as y'all have. Thank y'all for talking to me and everything. We have one more person actually coming on. Their name is Kat, and they are actually the head organizer of 7th Gen. We have them coming on for an interview in about, when are they coming on? I gotta pull up this timesheet. In about an hour. So just know that y'all don't want to miss that. Y'all don't want to miss Kat coming on and having a conversation because Kat, started this group, built it, takes leadership in a way that we all like kind of revolve around them. Someone said big cat. Yeah, big cat. Yay, cat time, cat time. Cat time, meow. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's been fun. Oh my god. Chat, I'm so hungry, chat. Oh my god. Chat, you know that phrase, I can eat an elephant? I noticed why it was made. But I say, let's watch something for a little bit. Is that the same sweater underneath? What do you mean? No, it's not. It's layered. It's a layered sweater. It's layered. Know what I'm saying? But anyways, I think we should watch something. Not myself. What are we gonna watch? Let's react to something. We gotta watch something. Someone said, wait, did we spin the wheel? Oh no, we didn't spin the wheel. Oh my god. See, evil people, remember that we had to spin the wheel. Okay? Evil people, remember that we had to spin the wheel. And because of that, we're gonna have to spin the wheel. Ah, I had a bean. Okay, anyways. So how much times are we gonna have to spin this wheel? Wait, thank you again for another donation of $5, Anonymous. We're gonna have to spin this wheel twice. Oh my god. Okay. Can we get a drum roll, chat? Chat, we're staring down death. We're staring down death. It went up 25 from 146 to, I can't hear it. I actually did forget about the wheel for a bit. But anyways. So, chat. Can we get a drum roll? I might have to do 100 push-ups. I might have to do 100 sit-ups. I might have to do karaoke, sing with nose plug, fashion show, bird noises. No more ice bucket. We're not doing the ice bucket. Why is fashion show on here twice? That's a fan favorite. We're gonna put this to. We're going to 30. We're going to 30. Y'all have seen me do enough physical activity. What is it gonna be? Okay, karaoke. What karaoke song are we gonna karaoke to in the karaoke world? What are we gonna karaoke to? Oh my god, what are we gonna karaoke to? What are we gonna karaoke to? Because I would love to karaoke. I'm gonna take suggestions for this one because it's your spin the wheel. I'm gonna be honest, I will not know the karaoke if we do that song. Living on a Prayer, because we're halfway there. Bro, you're so corny. Oh my god. It is good though. Oh my god. Y'all that hype? Every Shrek song. Oh, that's good. Ooh. I don't know this song. I'm gonna try. No, actually, can we do a song I like? I'm gonna do this song. No. Yeah. Alright, chat. I'm about to give you a motivational speech, chat. You can do anything, chat. You can do anything that you set your mind to. You know why? Because you are a member. See that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, Every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaking, but what? I gotta keep trying. We halfway there. Gotta keep my head held high. Wait. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. It's always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. You know why? It's the climb. Get up there, yo. The struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments, the memorable. Yeah, I gotta keep going. What you gotta do? Yeah, I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing it on. Why? There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna want to move. It's always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. It ain't about what's waiting on the other side. You know why? It's the grind. Listen. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. It's always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. It's always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. It ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the journey. It's the climb. It's the come on. She say it like 5 times. It's the journey. It's the journey. Oh my God. I will play you if I need you, Arnon. Thank you for being here. Anyway, that was the karaoke because y'all have been so generous on the Chuff page. Remember that sharing helps incredibly. Donating helps. Pushing it around. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for chilling with me. I can't wait to have our last conversation. Adnan, I'm going to... Never mind. I'm going to at Kat real quick and see if we could do the interview right now. Because I'm a little tired. I'm like... I'm just going to message Kat and see what's up and see if they want to do the interview a little sooner. Because honestly, there's so much stimulation in terms of games I can take right now, and I don't want to play Minecraft. You know when you're just in that, like, I don't want to play Minecraft mood? Definitely. It's been a lot of Minecraft. How have y'all been doing though? Like during this stream? What's y'all's temperature at? How are y'all chilling? Oh wait, I forgot that my screen is being I let y'all see my DMs. My bad. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. My bad. My bad, my bad. Don't look at my DMs. I'm not gonna rest yet. We had one more interview, and then we were resting. You know what Miley Cyrus said? It's always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Shit, me too. I get you. I get you, Miley Cyrus. I'm eating rice and lime. Rice and lamb. Rice and lamb. Strike it from the record. I'm gonna have to. W rice. Everybody loves rice. I don't know anybody that doesn't like rice. My wife's mom will find out tonight if she becomes the next chef on the reserve. Ooh, that's interesting. Are you super excited about that? By the way, guys, I need everybody to say W Adnan, because without Adnan, this wouldn't be running as smoothly as it is. We would probably not have had to. We probably would have. Oh. Okay. Okay, chat. Thank you, everybody, for throwing the W's. So while we wait for Kat, we're gonna pick up where we left
she
off
liked
in
returning
Killer Bean.
gifts.
Killer Bean forever.
Seriously?
Truly art.
This is a rough part of town. You always sit with your back to the entrance.
Doesn't matter who comes in. Isn't it against police regulation to be drinking during the day?
Thank you so much, Adnan.
I'm a detective.
I'll be
Our
right back,
regulations
team.
are all
I'll be right
different.
back, team.
How'd you know I was with the police?
You know, you're much uglier in person.
My name is Detective Cromwell, and you are...
Jack.
Well, Jack. I guess you heard what happened this morning over at the warehouse on Baker Street.
Yeah, I know about that.
Really? Tell me what you know.
Why don't we cut to the chase? Why don't you tell me what you know?
Oh, I know a lot. I know the Baker Street warehouse is owned by Cappuccino. I know someone killed 12 beans in that warehouse last night. I know the killer drove a fancy car and has fancy guns. I know that the warehouse across the street with the big hole in the window also belongs to Cappuccino. I see this fancy car parked in front, and well, you don't look like you walked here. So my guess is, this belongs to you.
Well, it looks like you figured it all out. Good job. Another.
It was easy. You were just reckless.
The way I see it, you're the one who's being reckless. You come out here looking for me by yourself. You didn't bring anyone to back you up. That's reckless.
Here's my backup.
That's a nice gun. Want to see mine?
How can I see it if you have it against the side of my head? Not bad, but mine's bigger.
You do the math.
Why are you after Cappuccino?
That's for me to know and you not to know.
Well, I know I can't have a crazy vigilante running around shooting up beans. But you're no vigilante, are you? Seems like there are beans who've invested in you, and I'm sure they're not happy with the press you're getting. This is where I can help you.
I don't need help.
Well, you see, I'm bound by the law. I've been working this Cappuccino case for over 3 years. Every time we think we have something on him, his lawyers get in the way and get him out. I wish I was like you. I wish I could just walk up to him and shoot him. But I can't. It's too bad, because I know where Central Warehouse is. Not these abandoned warehouses like that one out there. Why don't you pay him a visit?
You got the wrong bean. I'm not just some hired gun.
Who says I'm hiring you? You already have a boss, don't you? I bet he doesn't really like all that attention that you're getting from the media. I can make that go away. I control the evidence, and the evidence says it could have been some rival gang that killed all the Cappuccino's beans last night, or it could be you. And I have a lot of evidence that says that.
Are you gonna take me in?
I can take you down.
Oh, I would enjoy that.
Freeze! Get out of my bar, you punks! I know how to use this.
Whoa, hold on. I'm a cop. Put down your gun.
I don't trust any of you. You drop your guns, both of you.
Sorry, Grandpa. Doesn't work like that.
Okay. I'm gonna slowly lower my gun. I'm gonna go, all right? All right? This will be real easy.
Gemini and Gmail can help you summarize long threads and suggest brilliant replies faster than it took me to sit for this portrait. Honestly, are we almost done here? My bum's gone numb. Sorry. Carry on. Cheerio.
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix, you can. First up, let's talk about AI color themes. You can get any combos you want, bold and bright, minimalist and sleek, or something you didn't even think of. Just describe the vibe you want, or even use the colors of your logo, and let AI do its thing. Beautiful. Next up is the AI section creator. This is great for those website essentials like a contact section or a place to subscribe. Now, I'm running a sale, so I punch in some details, and just like that, I have a promo section. Functional and beautiful. I love it. Now, for the AI text creator. I got some products that need description, so I type in some keywords, and there it is. I've got copy that lands. Now, let's see what the AI image creator can do. Sometimes you just want to spice up your visual game. Type your idea and watch it turn into a high-quality image.
Why
in
are you
seconds.
watching an
You can have some
AI
real fun
ad?
with this.
No,
If you need to
I'm
tweak
happy
something,
I came back to stop
just brush
this.
it over.
I know, no AI. We don't approve of AI
See?
chat.
This
Killer
is
Bean was
easy.
not made by AI.
Killer Bean, remember what I said.
Killer Bean
We
is
can
not
help each
sponsored
other.
by AI.
Just help yourself out the door.
Right? Just edit. Editing is so fun. Like, just edit. And everybody edits differently. It's like a fingerprint when you edit.
This is for the drinks.
Like, you could tell
Mine
when
and
it's AI.
his. Now, you mind if I go to the bathroom before I go?
Be quick. Your life depends on it.
So dramatic. Sorry, it was a double flusher.
But you only flushed once.
That's dirty.
Hey, don't I know you from somewhere?
Who is Shadow Bean?
You're in way over your head.
Who is Shadow Bean?
I also have to
don't
say,
have to-
I think we just got another donation. I think I heard the sound effect. Yup. An anonymous $25. Thank you so much. We're almost gonna spin the wheel again. We're $25 away. Oh my god. Oh my god. And we're so close to 7K raise too. We're so close to 7K raise. Thank you guys.
To yell, I'm right next to you.
Answer me. Are there two of yous?
You're not gonna shoot me if you need the answers. Besides,
I think
answer
beans
you
would
anyway.
love rice. And
So, I'll have to do this
I
instead.
love it, love it. I love your rice. Let me a lot of sugar, and I love me a spice.
It's a good idea for you to stay down.
We'll settle this later.
Oh, you're not as dumb as you look.
Hello.
Harry, it's Cromwell.
Hey.
Ah, my hunch was right. Killer Bean hit Cappuccino's warehouse on the east side. In fact, he was still there when I got here.
Whoa. How did that go?
Yeah, not as well as I would have liked. Hey, listen, I got some new info. I found a note in front of Cappuccino's warehouse. It said, Shadow Bean, you are too late. Does that mean anything to you?
Who is Shadow Bean?
Harry, you still there?
I didn't know they were still in operation.
Who?
The Shadow
The
Bean money
Shadow
gang.
Beans.
Harry, what's going
Shadow
on?
Bean money gang.
They're
We love
highly
casting
trained
spells.
operatives of an organization called the Shadow Agency.
Shadow Agency? What are they, a government agency? Why haven't I heard of them?
I think they were a private organization. There are some things the government does that are not meant to be known. Their collaboration with the Shadow Agency was one of them. When diplomatic and military tactics failed, our government hired the Shadow Agency to eliminate national security threats. It was more cost-effective than training and maintaining our own elite assassins. And the Shadow Beans were better than anything we had.
Great. But why here? What are the Shadow Beans doing in Beantown? And what could they possibly want with Cappuccino?
I don't know. I thought the Shadow Agency was disbanded. I know our government stopped using them nearly a decade ago. I haven't heard of them since.
So do you think this Killer Bean is a Shadow Bean operative?
It sounds like he's certainly good enough to be.
Well, what do you think I should do to stop him?
I don't even know if you can stop him. But you can start by putting all your cops on double duty.
Right.
This is the place. Dramatic entrance.
Bean, I hate this job. It's so freaking boring. All we do is sit around and drink beer.
Are you kidding? This is my dream job.
Hey, we're not supposed to be just sitting around drinking beer. Remember what Vegas
Is
said?
Killer Bean
He said we got to all
propaganda?
those crates by morning. If the cops find this stuff, we are screwed.
I think Killer Bean
Where
is
are
a
we
part of
supposed
this
to
a
move?
system, a colonial.
I didn't really listen to that part.
Hey, give me another beer.
Oh yeah, have mine. I
Killer
shouldn't
Bean
drink
being in the
anymore.
CIA. I think that's what he's in. I call it. It's more like
I have a really bad cold.
All right. Wait.
Western
Is
domestic
this a
violence.
low-carb beer?
Hey, speaking of
Against
beer,
gangs too?
did you people see what
Yeah.
happened at the party
He's
last
going
night?
against He's
Some
going
dude
against
went in there and
gangs?
killed everyone. He
Ooh.
even killed Cappuccino's nephew.
Jeez. Who was this bean that killed everyone? Is he someone I should be worried about?
Nah, he's probably just some crazy lunatic running around with lots of guns. You know, that's the problem with this country. Too many crazy lunatics with guns. Ain't that right, baby?
Lunatics aren't the problem. The real problem is the guns. What this country needs is some serious gun control. I mean, we need to take away all the guns. All of them. And just get rid of them. But not my gun.
Legato cinematic.
What? No! No!
Hold on.
No! Oh! Oh! I went through like 3 emotions. Get him! Well, actually, no. No. Is he propaganda? Oh, no. Oh. They got me, guys. They got me. We gotta know what Killer Bean, like, really fights for, though. Because, like, he'd be calling his boss back and forth and he'd be beefing them.
Bean, you dropped into the wrong place.
Then he hit the. Oh! Then he. Oh! He hit the.
Looks like what we got here is a standoff.
Oh!
Not really.
Oh my god. He said not really. Oh my god. He's an aura farmer.
Hello.
They were being attacked. killing everyone.
We're sending the mercenaries. Just hold tight.
I don't know. I'm betting on Killer Bean being like anti-establishment. He has to be. No way you're that cool and you fuck with the cops. Killer Bean doesn't. Come on.
Keep firing! Don't let up!
Deadass.
Grenade!
Why you? Killer Bean is too talented for the cops, right? Like, he's just different. His swag different. His gun different. The way he put on his pants in the morning, it's just different. Oh my god. I think we have Kat here now. Hello?
Hi.
How are you? How have you been?
Good. How are you?
Since the last if you all don't know Kat, Kat was here last Sunday for a little convo, was here last stream too. They are the lead organizer of 7th Gen. How are you doing? I'm so tired. How are you?
I can see that you're tired. I wish I could come take care of you.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, no, doing really good. We got so much donations this week for like sleeping bags and warm coats. So everyone's doing really awesome because community's coming together and they're going through their closets and donating what they can, what they're not using, which is really great. Everyone should go through their closet and clean it out because, you know, other people could utilize those things that you aren't using. So that's really nice. And yeah, just excited about helping our relatives this winter and being there for them and being able to help them where we can.
Mm-hmm. And I also have to say, every one of these dollars doesn't go to us, right? Like every one of these dollars goes to helping people afflicted, and it's all on our Instagram if you want to see that on 7th Gen Rising, the food dinners and everything. There's a bunch of posts. We're actually an active, grassroots org that is continuing throughout the winter. All the way through the summer. We'll be here year round. So if you want to follow that, please hop on 7th Gen. And if you're in Saskatoon, you can even help in the kitchen and stuff too. I had some of the, I think 2 subscribers helped already, like 2 people that knew me, and I was like, whoa, like, so if you're around Saskatoon, you want to help, or if you know anybody, that works with any grants, if you know any like businesses, that want to do flyers for 7th Gen, that want to do campaigns for 7th Gen, because like, you know, we need more than just we need more than just like this stream, right? We need like a continual stream of funds because we sadly don't get government grants. Government grants are sometimes given to, well, most of the time in a systemic influence, given to orgs that don't really do much for active community. So it's very weird to see like the first stream we had like 12K, how much we could do with 12K, whereas some orgs get like 50K and they do like less than what we do. Like you could, like, it's very weird. But if you want to donate, please click that link or share that link around. It helps too. And I'm yapping right now. I'm yapping.
That's okay.
I'm yapping.
That's okay. It's all important stuff. Yeah, we are community funded. We get our neighbors and our friends to pull together and help pay for these bills every single week. And these bills are like $1,500 usually, and that usually gets us about 300 meals and as well as necessity items for our relatives. And you'd think in the wintertime, they all think that we're part of the nonprofit groups that are there, but like we are our own entity. And so while all the other community things that were supposed to be funded by government all shut down when the winter came. Everyone thought that we also were part of that group and that we were going to be shut down as well. But the nice thing about being community funded is that nobody can stop funding us for whatever reason, because we can kind of do our own thing and we're not relying on government money to help us pay for food for the relatives. It's like neighbors and friends. And so we always all come together collectively and raise this money every single week, which we have done since March. So yeah, we just want to keep that momentum going. And the first stream helped us so immensely to help keep. We still like raised funds with community, but like let's say we were $300-400 short on a bill that week, we were able to go into that fund and be able to get money, which took so much stress off of us as an organization. We were able to just focus on helping people. Like if 2 families needed a hamper, it was no problem to pick that up and drop it off. If they need formula or diapers, like whatever they need, they know that we've become a name in the community that they can reach out and ask for assistance and not have to fill out a form, not have to give your personal information, because stuff like that shouldn't matter. When you're helping people, you should just be helping them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's what mutual aid's all about. So that's what we're more about, and less about like these red lines and having to fill out forms or having to be certified for some sort of programming.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to say, in aspects of mutual aid, yeah, mutual aid is like a form of community care, right, guys? It's a form of reconciliation with those who have been like marginalized, or we've been taught to neglect in an aspect of narrative history that we've lived in our entire lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to put into mind that these are our relatives too, our cousins, but people displaced in a lineage of history. You know what I mean? Like, if for displaced people around the world, I know a lot of people are feeling this with like places back home, like Sudan. I've been feeling this a lot of I guess a missing identity or missing communal atmosphere. But when you endorse in mutual aid, or you take that intersection of care, it can go a long way. I want to say for people out there, please show up to the orgs like around you, in and around you. But I gotta say, if you don't know of any orgs and you live in Saskatchewan, 7th Gen is always here for you. And I also appreciate everyone that's been like chilling here throughout the whole stream, like the 3 days, and like sharing the link around and everything. I gotta say one more time that the link is in the pinned and all that. One thing I want to draw attention to is the sleeping bag fundraiser too. Could you tell us about that?
Yeah, so we have a goal right now of 500 sleeping bags for the relatives, and honestly, there's more than 1,000 houseless people in Saskatoon right now. But so 500 doesn't seem like it's taking care of everybody, but it's just a goal that we have in mind of trying to keep our relatives warm, and so buying those nicer sleeping bags that can keep them warm, and we are able to hand them out every single week because they know that we have them, so that they know that they can be warm. So that's really nice, and we just want to keep being able to show up every Sunday with some sleeping bags, because they are asking for them. They are asking for tents. They come with like little tiny like summer shoes on, and like it's cold outside. Like it snowed today. Today was the first day of snow.
Yeah,
And this is
noticed.
when it starts to get dangerous, right? Like frostbite and you know, and you're at your most vulnerable, and possibly, you know, in danger. Like you don't want your arms to freeze off or your fingers, and And so we just want to make sure that everybody stays warm. And so it's
Yeah.
going good so far. We're halfway there. And so donating to causes like this help keep our relatives warm.
Yeah.
And where the government has really lacked in care for us and just kind of like left us out in the cold,
Yeah.
it's up to us as community members to really come through and just like if you see somebody walking around in the middle of the night, pick them up, see how they're doing, ask if they're okay, see if they need to be dropped off to a shelter, and if they don't want to, they won't ask for help. But most of the time, they will be asking for help, and that they'll be begging to be taken somewhere warm.
And I also gotta say, we got like negative 30-degree winters here, and like at peak winter, we have like Aeronock mentioned it too, like some of the coldest winters like in the world. So being outside during that, you could get I don't, because a lot of y'all are not in Canada, a lot of y'all are from the U.S. You could literally like in a
freeze to
matter
death.
of in a matter of
Minutes.
5 minutes, you know what I mean? Like even with like one coat, like it's kind of wild sometimes. You could
And so many people, like,
yeah,
if you get locked out of your car and the store's closed and you're out in the middle of nowhere and lots of people wear tiny little coats, like, you'd be fucked. Or, like, you'd be in
yeah,
big trouble.
yeah, yeah.
So
It's actually awful.
it's scary out
Like
there. It's hard to breathe in cold weather like this. And they're out there for more than half the day, or if they are able to seek any shelter at all.
yeah,
So I worry every night that we're gonna have a death or something, or and the police right now, they're really on a mission to put articles out right now to instill fear into community members, to enhance their like individualism,
mm-hmm,
to like not rely on anybody, and
mm-hmm,
that's the whole plot. They want you to
yeah,
think that you're alone in this and that you can't afford things and that nobody's there to help you, but that's what we're trying to
yeah.
change.
They'll use words like property value in like the newspapers to stoke that individualism, right? Because like got chat, like should you not be concerned about the humanity of people that are suffering and dying? Like the way you should actually honestly be disgusted the way they amount property value to the life of like 1,000 people, you know what I mean? Like a couple, and the way they're trying to instill that fear by telling settlers on this land, like yo, the
Like
like
they're doing home invasions and stuff.
yeah,
And it's like nobody's doing home invasions for regular people. Like maybe there was some sort of gang violence in there, but that's not for regular community members,
yeah,
and they're literally doing that to make you scared of your neighbors
yeah,
and your
and
community.
yeah, and at the same time they're using it to shut down a heating center, right? That's the point I wanted to get to, and we had if you want to talk about that, if you want.
So one of our like biggest resources that we have here in Saskatoon is called Comfy, and it's a Métis heritage place. It's where lots of people go for resources. They ask for help, but they suddenly closed down right before winter, and there was no conversation on why it was closed down. There was a bunch of encampments around that area. It was a great hub of care where they were able to have access to 24-hour washrooms and have access to showers. And so that was, and they also had fire there. So it was keeping our relatives warm. It was keeping everyone together and safe. And then they shut down last day of summer, and they didn't open up. They closed everything down, and then they approved for the fire department to come in and tear down all the encampments. So they slashed everyone's tents, threw away everyone's personal belongings, like slashed their sleeping bags and their blankets so that they could no longer use them. Like that is the most inhumane thing that I could possibly think of to do something to somebody. And and they're out here doing it numerous times a week, just taking down any sort of encampment. And it's just kind of like, but where do you expect them to go? You're not giving them a place to go. You're taking away their resources more and more, making them jump through hoops and more hoops. And what do you think they're going to do? They're going to commit crime. They're going to do drugs. They're going to harm themselves. And you can't expect someone to act like a normal human being or be respectful if that's what's happening.
Yeah, you can't, like, like what Kat said, you can't blame someone for take enacting violence against a state that's inherently carceral. You know what I mean? Like, the ways in which the people here are demonized by people like the fire department and the police. You know what I'm saying? Is in a sense systemic normalcy you have to subvert by speaking out against it too, in your communities, because these things go unheard for a lot of the times. When I was talking about this like with a lot of my friends, they were like, wait, that's happening? Like, you have to talk about this, because this is the very real reality of what like fire departments and like police departments do, right? They go to disturb like a lot of the community over here. And I also had to say thank you so much, because there was a donation while we were talking. Thank you so much. If y'all want to donate still, we're gonna be going on for like one more hour. The donation links are in it's pinned on everything. The chuffed is, and thank y'all so much, because we got to over halfway there today, which is amazing. Yay!
Yay!
Yay! But more.
Yay.
But we need to get to 50K. More days. Yes.
That kind of money would do so much good for our community. It would make sure that we are able to we have numerous people that kind of hang around after the dinners that don't have anywhere to go, that are asking us if they know of a bed that's open somewhere, and we're going around calling. I would like to just be able to go and buy them a room for the evening, to have their own space. It's usually about $75 here a night, and you can pay cash. It's not like the nicest place, but it's warm and it's relatively safe, and it's better than being outside in the cold.
Yeah. And
So we have
it's an escape, because when you're in that like environment, like a survivability environment, it's very different than like, coming down from it. Like, I'm sure a lot of people can like replicate it too. Like, if y'all come from like traumatic households or whatever, like leaving that and like getting your own place is in itself like so much of a healing, transformative process. And you kind of have to give like autonomy too, right? That's what we're trying to provide. We're trying to provide a means of escape or something better. You know what I mean? Sorry, keep going.
No, and that's just what I would like to continue being able to do this winter. There's an encampment of like 5 cookums, and that's like 5 grandmas, and they're all in their 60s, 70s, and they should definitely not be outside. Our elders deserve to be respected. They have stories and culture that they all need to share, and they're too busy trying to just survive another evening when those should be the most respected people in our community. And so and just things that really have disturbed that process is like the whole Western idealization of just like how we just don't respect our elders enough, and they're just forgotten and kind of left behind. And in Indigenous culture, those are the most important people to our people. So that's why we always make sure we serve them first at our dinners. We always make sure that they have first pick at the sleeping bags and clothes. To us, elders are everything, and so we want to make sure that they are not outside this winter. So having those funds and being able to provide them with a room for when the storms come would like be the most meaningful.
I also have to say, it's I lost my point. I'm so sorry.
That's
I am
okay.
so I'm like so I'm so damn tired. I am not gonna lie. Um uh but it's I want to say it's also like such a joy to like going out and like doing communal forms of care in this way, because you also are learning so much more. Like Kat said, you said this one thing and it still echoes with me. You said like losing an elder is like losing a library, which is like so real, because like if y'all have like any type of marginalized heritage, y'all know like your grandpas and grandmas carry so much stories. Like you, like if you speak English, you're missing out on like a whole barrier of like another world, like they explained to you. Like I remember that was a lot of like my grandmas, but not my grandmas, but we just call anyone that's older than us on our, you know, that's a mom grandma. So like my cousins grandmas like would tell me so much things and inform me of so much things, and I can't imagine all that knowledge about like Sudan and my cultural customs, and you know, because it literally made me the person who I am today, just being like you know, discarded like that, or not being like treated like it should be, like with respect, with reverence, and to extend that care. Y'all can always click that link if you want, because the link's in the chat to the Chuffed. And please also, I also want to say, because we need more and more and more followers for the 7th Gen 2, because like, you know, the more people retweet, the more eyes we get, the more traction we get, because this platform is cool too, but this is just my platform, you know what I mean? Like if y'all all have your individual platforms with people that have eyes, and it doesn't matter because we're in a globalized setting, right? It doesn't really matter about locality. You can help people from across the globe. I've seen mutual aid projects. What's so cool about the internet is that I've seen mutual aid projects from people like Taylor in Calgary with like Stop the Stack working with us, and us like working with them. It's so cool, the interconnectedness of everything. If you want to help us get our like org out there and like connected with like more people, remember like retweeting things on the 7th Gen, it helps so incredibly, because we raise funds like Kat said weekly, and these funds go like at least like a K a dinner, you know what I mean, or higher. How much do they get to?
Yeah, like 1,500
Yeah,
usually
yeah. So we gotta like pay that off all the time.
is what.
I think is Cat lagging a little bit, or is that me? Oh my god, did my stream go down? Hello.
I think it is just a little frozen, but I think it came back now.
Okay, thank God, thank God. I thought that was me. I was like, oh no. Okay, okay.
Did you get a new adapter?
I got an adapter, but it's not as fast. It's pretty slow.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna get another one. No, 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 no. Actually, I got a new adapter. I got a new adapter. Alright, chat, I got a new adapter. Yeah, okay. Anyways. But as we were saying about like the prices at the end of every week, on top of we need more than our budget, right? We need people behind also feeding into those funds that we post on our Instagram every week. So yes, please congregate over there if you want to help us too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and even just like commenting on the post helps us get traction and helps get more eyes on it. Helps Instagram think that more people like us, and so that's always good for us, because yeah, raising $1,700 or $1,500 every single week can kind of be challenging, but I mean it's always worth it, and community always comes through. I just kind of like put my faith in Creator that we're gonna come through and we're gonna get it done. I just kind of believe in it so much that one way or another we're gonna be making food. Like I would like it to be, you know, more of a fulfilling, healthy meal, but if we have to cheaper things to get the food out, we will. But yeah, I really believe in community, and I believe that everyone has a hope for
Yeah.
our relatives and just want to keep them safe, and they want to contribute to that. And everyone likes to help and share and be more loving and caring and kind, and
I feel like
because we really need that.
you're not speaking to it enough though, because like you do get like the meals there. Y'all have to know, like, if you've seen the Instagram, the meals there are actually amazing. Like, we'll give like treats, like a bag like this big, and it'll be full of like brownies, like blueberry tarts, sometimes raspberry tarts, cinnamon rolls.
We have like a amazing baker for 7th Gen, and she
Yeah,
comes through with like 6 or 7 different kind of dainties
yeah. Well, and
and
we don't eat
cakes
any of
and
this, by the
amazing.
way. This goes all to the community.
No,
Yeah. And like this, there on Thanksgiving, remember Thanksgiving? There was so much stuffing. There was turkey, there was
like 12,
ham, there was
12
gravy, there was, yeah, it was,
crazy.
oh
I
God.
cooked 4 or 5 turkeys alone at my house.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
wild.
Whenever you play back those dinners, I just like my mouth waters. I'm like, oh my God. Like it's actually like I've people eat better there than at restaurants, I promise you. Like and it's always hot because we cook it the day of. Like, we don't store the food and contain it cold. We cook it the day of.
It's like a cook contest. Things
Yeah.
have to be done at like 3:30, and it's like hands up, you're done cooking.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I've seen some servers, because it's not just me, it's not just Kat, it's not just the servers. It's also the people, the cooks. We also have a whole team of cooks that stay up tireless nights, just like making bannock, making macaroni, making chili, making all these different things. You know what I'm saying? And it really it takes a lot to keep this going. So I gotta say, for the people that keep our hope alive and donate, thank you. There was another donation. Thank you so much. I know I keep hammering this, but also sharing helps a ton. Like, specifically the chuffed on whatever platform you have, or our Instagram when we do posts, because we will be very transparent, and we'll post our bills. We'll post the dinners. We'll post just so you know, like, where the money's going and everything. And yeah, sorry, I'm yapping again. Yapping again.
No, parent about how much money is coming in, what we're spending it on. Yeah, like I said, we did 100 tents this summer, so we asked for $3,000. We spent 3,000. We were able to get some of it back, so that was really nice. We just did 100 blankets. Yisk had a good sale on these thick recycled material blankets, so it was like 2 for $12, and yeah, we got 100 of them, and so that was super nice. And we were able to, like, we get like 60 market page site, and then we were able to fill it with things and then hand out 60 backpacks. So it's just like utilizing the stuff that we have in the community. Like, we will find the sales, we'll get the coupons, we'll get the auction items, just to save bucks wherever we can, and just make sure that we have like the best and like the most food that we could possibly prepare, because we have so many that are eating that day, that are trying to recover from injuries or overdoses, leaving domestic violence situations, starting over, people that just move here that don't have anything. Yeah. So that we're able to contact people who need hampers or housing items, that sort of thing.
Yeah. And I also have to say, if y'all want to help support with any type of, clothing funds or anything too, there's separate campaigns. If y'all want to help like run them or whatever, because we're always accepting new people in extents of like online influencers who want to help in some type of way. If you want to set up a campaign yourself and like raise a goal and everything, because these online campaigns, we're kind of realizing in a Gen Z way really works in the age of the internet. So just know if you want to like make like any type of art for 7th gen, or you have like some type of idea you want to do, because I saw there was this one girl. What did that one girl do? Her classroom is like, I'm forgetting the specifics. Her classroom's like making.
We had a birthday. We had a young person. I think they were turning 9 years old, and they had a birthday party that was like raising funds for 7th gen instead of asking for presents.
Yeah.
And 9-year-old. So like that just, well, it made me cry lots, but it makes me put so much hope into the youth that they do see community members out there helping people, and they see that, see, you can help other people too. You can help your neighbors, and that's what a good person does. And like, so the kids are seeing that, and for them to want to do that for their birthday, I thought was very special. And then I think we do have a classroom that is going to be they want to make a dinner plate for us, like in the middle of December. So that's going to be like their Christmas party, is that they make a hot dish for us for the Sunday dinner that they can add. So that'll be very special. And I love involving the youth as much as I can. People who volunteer with 7th Gen, they often bring their kids to the dinners to show them like what we do for our relatives, like how we take care of our community. And I think it's really important that those kids come out and see how people live, see what people are going through, see how good they have it. Remind them that like we get to have hot supper every single night, and it's like these people might only get hot supper from us every Sunday. And they are so grateful. They come and thank us that we are still doing this. There hasn't been a Sunday where I haven't heard someone be grateful or thank us for coming out again, or how necessary this dinner is for everyone. So, and I think it just really brings everyone together too in the community. I think it's important that everyone that's struggling in the community kind of stays strong together.
Yeah.
And that we can like work together on this,
That's actually a really good idea. Someone said, someone in the server put up info on 7th gen at their local pizza place. Yeah, do it at your local pizza place and your libraries. Those are always the best place to like put up flyers if you're gonna do that. And I know there's some flyers that were made, right?
Yeah, we do have some flyers. I can't remember exactly what they're for. I think they're mostly like for the clothing drive sort of thing, so you can know what items that we're always accepting as donations. Yeah.
Okay. Damn. I'm getting super tired, Kat. Are you just
That's
getting
okay.
home from work, or?
I haven't left work yet.
Oh my god, you're still at work.
I'm still at work. Yeah, that's okay. I'm almost done.
Kat's working and still on here, guys. You'll have to show Kat love, like send hearts, because they're always on the clock for 7th gen. If you, I know like some people here are new. Do you want to tell them how like you had the start with 7th gen and like the vision you had for it?
So it started kind of in December. I started working with a local organization, like another grassroots project, and it was just like a Cookham and her kids. And so I was just helping her do hampers. And I've always kind of been involved doing as much community stuff as I can.
Oh, we just got a $25 donation right now, and we're $200 away from 7K raised. So guys, if y'all want to hit 7K raised today, because I'm hoping we hit 7K raised by the end of the day, keep donating, keep donating. Or someone just
Yes,
sent
that would
like
be so cool.
someone just sent $5 million. I don't know, send like 3K. I don't know.
You know, just a
Just
little,
drop,
just
yeah.
a cool million would be
If
super
someone got it
cool.
like that, if someone got it like,
No, if you don't.
yeah. Okay, keep going. Sorry, keep going. Keep going.
No, it's okay. So, yeah, just I've seen so many amazing community members that I always like kind of idolized and wanted to have mentors of people that I think are just like the coolest people in the community, and that's people that are helping our people. And so there was another guy. He was called the Snack Guy in Saskatoon, and he really came out in like 2011, and he came out with his van and just like sandwiches and like little goodie bags that had like a cigarette in it and some granola bars. And I was like, I'm gonna help that guy do stuff because that's what I believe in. And so I just started gathering donations or raising funds so I could like donate like $500 to him or something. So just really like fueling his fire, and just helping whatever organizations that I can, whatever I had the space for, because I felt like I didn't have time. I was still growing as like a human, and
That makes sense.
yeah, so just Prairie Farm came here, and I helped them as much as I could and shared what they believed in, and yeah, just doing like that community work and just being there. And I'm a barber by trade, so that's what I usually bring to the community. Is I do a back to school hair event every day, so I make sure that all the kids get a fresh haircut before school, so that they don't go to school with like an ugly mom haircut. So I usually have like 12 barbers, and they all volunteer their time for that day, and we just do haircuts for the entire community. And like the lineup is like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of kids. They probably hand out 4,000 backpacks this year.
Damn.
So it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So it was our 6th year doing it this year.
4,000 backpacks. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because when you're a kid, those things become so like integral to like a yearly experience, right? Like you start to like expect those things, but you also have to know like there's real people behind those organizations, right? Because I had like this program that delivered presents to like the hood, basically. But like that was started because someone like really cared about Mill Woods enough that they were like, oh, I want to start this program and give these things to these people, right? So I gotta say, like, you like Kat be like inspiring me a lot in extents to like how far they push the verb or how far they want to instate like these normalistic things, right? Like, because these aren't just like events, these aren't just one-off events. These are something kids can look to the next year, right? They'll be like, oh, this, because you have to give people things to look forward to every year, you know, like things to look forward to in the future, like knowing every first of the year I'm gonna get a fresh cut, I'm gonna get my backpack, you know what I mean?
Yeah, your fresh backpack,
Yeah.
your fresh pencils.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna get the same stuff that all the other kids are getting. Like you're not gonna be left out. You're not gonna have an ugly haircut. You know, and hopefully, you know, you've been eating a good meal every single Sunday all summer, because the amount of kids that we get at our dinners is wild. You like, and these are kids that do not have homes, that are just kind of roaming around all day looking for things to do. But on Sundays they get to come to Auntie's house, and we have our big community dinner, and everyone's aunties and uncles are there, and you hear like your people talk and laugh and have a good time. And I think that is really it's healing. It's very healing to hear that laughter and that positive energy, and to have good food, and by people that care about you, and not just by government workers or people from the church saying you have to believe in God or you have to pray before dinner or stuff like that. We just want to feed you, and you can go about your day. Yeah, and we'll see you next Sunday.
Yeah, right. And the next, and the next, and the next.
And the next.
It's getting really tough too, in the winter. So like as much funds go towards the donation, the more we could, you know, get different types of meals for our relatives, different types of clothing for our relatives and stuff too, because we might need, well, not we might, we do need more in terms of getting things like sleeping bags, like Kat said. The goal is like 500, but like you know, we could always get more if we get more donations. We could always get more like gloves, or maybe like more toques, and that just translates to more people outside having those amenities, right? Like these are real material actions of change. Like every like let's say $30 given to us was like a sleeping bag, you know what I mean? Or every like 1.5k donated was like a meal, you know what I mean? Like these are real material things you could do if you keep up with the Instagram, if you donate, you do things like that. And I just want to say, like, please try to help in the ways that you can, and if you do want to keep up with things too, it's very important to keep up with that Instagram, because Kat and everybody else is posting all of our fundraisers and all of our other things all the time. I will be doing this like once every like little while, but just know that there's active fundraisers all the time on Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate you sharing that. It's so nice. We had a community member brought a bunch of friends together this year, and they all put a couple pages of art in a coloring book, and they sold the coloring book, and 100% of the proceeds went to us. And it was so helpful. The money raised from those coloring books helped sponsor like a whole week's dinner. So that was really nice that we were able to get that much money from a coloring book. And it's just amazing, these ideas that like I couldn't even come up with. Like I couldn't have come up with a coloring book. And it's so important that everyone uses their strengths and their resources, networks to come together. And you'd be surprised by what people can collectively come together and do. Like,
yeah, right. The wildest thing I saw, well, the coolest thing I saw was the tattoo auction that you did on 7gen.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I was so bad.
Lots of money doing that. And that was so nice.
Someone outbet me. Like they kept going. I was like, wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was so mad. But yeah, there's tattoo auctions. There was this tattoo auction on there where it's like you tab a certain amount. Like, and these tattoos are amazing. Like these tattoos would be like $600 like for a regular appointment. But then these tattoos started at like $50 auction. Then they just went higher and higher, and people just climbed up and up. And it was cool to see a community rally around that too. And it's cool to see like my friends in the comments like fighting against each other. Like I'm hitting this, I'm hitting this. Like yeah.
Yeah, that was great. Just the community has come through time and time again, whether it's like making our graphics, because like I don't know how to do any of those kinds of things. I'm a good cook, and I know how to treat our relatives well, and I know how to talk to them about things that they need, and so that they feel comfortable enough to ask me what they're looking for, whether it's like heaters. I had an uncle asking me for some heaters for their rooms because it's so cold, or like if they can still plug in like a little heater when they're sitting in the little bank waiting area, you know. So those things make a huge difference, and we were able to purchase like 10 of them.
Yeah.
And that was super nice, and they were super grateful, and I know that they're staying a little bit warmer out there.
And we just got another donation. Thank you so much to the chat. Yay. Just know, if you can't donate, sharing helps too. Sharing helps too.
Please share.
I'm saying like the more eyes we get on it, like because like, you know, when I find more so like when I put it on my community tab and people reshare it, the more people like go to the Chuff page, read what we're about, go to the Instagram, like a lot more of the